You know the motto, 2 L's up, you 2 L's up. Be the crew, that's us to trust. We came to make a difference this year by doing things different than we did them last year. East side, north side, let's connect, what up? South side, west side, let's connect, what up? Make this paper with the bars and the beats.
Yeah, sir, we back at it. We back at it.
We back. You know what I'm saying?
Politics as usual.
You know what I'm saying?
This is we here. You know what I mean?
God.
DarkMan, you know we here.
That's how
you know
we
what
do.
I'm saying? This is what's up, man. Told you we gonna keep it coming, you know what I mean? This is the next episode, episode 2.
Week after week.
After week. This
is gonna keep on speaking, you know what I'm saying? About things that's current right now in the world. You know?
Word up. Keep it going, man. What's going on with you, man? How's it been, man?
I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm living life, you know what I'm saying? And I'm good, I'm smiling. I'm feeling good, I'm healthy. You know, how you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm good, man, since last week. You know, just out here, just trying to work, get that money, man. Just trying to build this foundation we got here, man. That's it, man. Just trying to build it up and just, you know, block by block, you know what I mean? And this is one of the blocks right here.
Success is in the mind. You got to be keep your mind on that success, you know what I'm saying? And it'll come through the universe.
Yeah,
Facts,
man.
For real.
Yo, what about that joint, what's it, the Crown event y'all got coming up, man? ROPC, man.
We got the Polo Crown coming up, you know what I'm saying, December 9th, you know. We got the factors, we got all the major factors. We got team versus team, you know what I'm saying. We got individual versus individual. And for the first time ever, we got a big man contest, you know what I'm saying, for the big guys.
Yeah,
the big guys be getting left out, you know what I'm saying.
Them LTs and them 2XLs and the big boys, the 2XBs.
The big boys got pieces too, so you know what I mean. That's what I'm actually excited for, you know what I'm saying, to see the big guys. And we're going to have a couple, you know what I'm saying, we're going to have actually, it ain't going to be the crowd judging, we're going to have official judges on site, impartial judges, you know what I'm saying, that's going to keep it real and keep it 1,000 and make sure the real winner wins, you know what I'm saying, no fugaziness going on that night. But yeah, that's going to be special though.
Man. I love them events that y'all be doing, man. Them events.
Just make sure you come out though, you know what I'm saying, everybody invited. It's not just a polo thing, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got to be in the culture and the movement, just come out and support, you know what I mean. It's all love. We're going to have drinks, we're going to have music, you know what I'm saying, we're going to have some fine ladies there, you know, for the brothers, you know what I'm saying.
Yo, for your single guys and stuff, come out there, be some nice ladies out there. It ain't always about just low and all that. The guys out there doing their thing. We got some single
women that looking real nice in that polo, boy. You know, they scoop one of them up. Word up. You never know what might happen.
Word up. But yeah, you know, they be looking good out there, coming out to dress fly and stuff, man. But definitely come out to the event, man. You know what I mean? We gonna be out there too. Man. You know what I mean? Filming and stuff, interviewing.
OGs on deck. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna be out there just, you know, living life, man. That's our motto, man. Live life and have fun.
That's right, man.
You know, we just gonna go out there. Everybody,
baby. That's it.
You know, bring your best dress, come out there. We just do the 1-2,
Don't be coming out there crazy either, man, because, you know, we gonna put you on blast, kid. We're not even gonna let you get in the competition if you ain't right.
You
gotta be right. Like G. George said, you gotta have everything low.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
I guess, you know, dudes gonna be touching everything. They wanna see everything. You know how I go.
Your socks, your underwear,
you know what I mean?
everything. You know what I'm saying?
How I go, man. Lord up.
But, you know, that's never here nor there, you know what I'm saying? That's next month, you know what I'm saying?
Now, what date is that, though?
That's December 9th, you know what I'm saying? Bamboo Garden, a.k.a. Club ROPC, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they be having a lot of events there.
That's where we at, man. There. That's the home turf right there.
Word.
They got good food, good drinks, you know what I'm saying? Big up Susie, I see you, baby. Word up.
Word. Out here today, man, the way life is, man.
Yeah.
It seemed like we really don't be really physically touching each other no more. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I see what's going on these days.
Nice,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
We don't physically touch each other. It's more about the email, the texting, you know what I mean? The FaceTime. You know, everybody sit in the house and just be on, you know, on the internet and stuff. And then when you talk about the gamers, they just at home on the game like this, and they have the earpiece.
They plugged in. They plugged in.
You know,
they say, for sure.
They had earpiece in their ear, so they, you know,
for sure.
I think, man, with this social media, man, it's really crazy, man, the way life is now, that we really don't really touch each other no more.
Yeah, we're not feeling each other out, man. I mean, like, you got brothers who is in. I understand the thing about brothers being across seas and all that, and getting to introduce to each other.
But see, that's what goes in. That's what it should be. The pros and cons of it. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? What is the pros and cons? Like, you know what I mean? That's one of the pros of it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Getting to meet new people and stuff like that. But if you got a brother that you converse with on a regular basis, and then you get into the mood of, yo, inbox me. You know what I'm saying? Like, since when we inboxing each other, bro? Like, why we can't call? Oh, yo, matter of fact, I'm gonna come to the crib, man. You know what I mean? Like, what happened to coming to the cribs and stuff like that? That means relationships between people are becoming more diluted in a sense, because, yo, we don't bond no more. You know what I mean? Like, we brothers, right, we brothers on the internet, but on the reels, we don't even know each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to come out. You know what I mean? And come out. Just get a personal experience. You know, to feel each other out. You know what I'm saying? If you grew up with each other, you know what I'm saying, that's something different. Like, yo, I got this bond, me and so and so, and we grew up, boom, 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 boom. But if you never met this individual, you be like, yo, hit me on my phone. I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna just hit you on social media. I'm gonna hit you in your inbox. Like, what? That's how we doing it, man? Yeah, like, how we gonna develop that camaraderie? How do I know that you're a real, actual person? Or you say who you are, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could be the police. You know what I'm saying? And watching me or something.
And that's crazy, and that's what's bugged out about it with me. Whereas when I sit there and I see, like, you sit there and you see your son, your little mans, and them playing the games. Right. They sit there and they playing the games, and they're just really just talking to a person on a whole nother side of earth. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it just, that's what the connection I see, you know, it brings. Right. It brings that connection.
That's definitely a pro. That's definitely a pro, for real.
But when you're talking about us as a people, we starting to be real disconnect with that, whereas we don't really come together no more. Right. You know, we don't really come together and really socialize unless it's for a party or event like that. We don't really just say, yo, play, pick up the phone. Yeah, and be like, yo, what you doing? Yeah. You know what I mean?
We travel in the same circles, but it's on the internet.
You know what I mean?
Travel in the same circles on the internet. What happened to traveling in the street? In the physical sense.
You know what I mean? But that's the way society is making us, though. Yeah, man. When you look at it, it's like, it's making us that way, that we don't really bond with each other. We don't have that. It's like, okay, I can hit him this way, boom. Hit him through email, hit him through a text, you know? And that's that. You know what I mean? And you reply, whatever. And we go from there.
Think about the last time you just called the brother and said, yo, peace, bro. How you doing? How's life? How's this? How's that? But then you go into the science of how many times you like somebody's status, or you like somebody's photo, or you put a photo up for likes. You know what I mean? Like,
that's crazy. That's the new saying what's up to y'all, and how I'm doing, and what's up, and y'all, and the people replying by the like, man, what's up? I living, I'm chilling, all right, cool. Leave a comment or two, but that's the way life is now, and that's the way
make the relevant too.
You know what I mean? That's the way life is now, and that's the thing that you sit there and you be like, wow,
it's crazy.
You know what I mean? It's all good to get that, right? You know what I'm saying? But then, let's turn around. Let me get that bond with you, as I could pick up the phone and have your math also and say, yo, what's up? And we can talk to each other. I can hear your voice and say, you know what? Yo, let's go out and do this A, B, C, and D today. Or what you doing after work, or, you know, boom, let's meet up and build on something.
Right. And you know what too? Like, something just popped into my head. It becomes a uncomfortability of manhood in a sense, because as men today, we have issues. Certain men, not all men, have issues with bonding with other men on a physical level, because they feel that they're too macho to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, to reach out to a brother and say, I love you. You know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I ain't gonna call you on the phone, but I'm gonna text you like, yo, son, what up? Yo, we going to this club? Like, yo, you could have called me, man. You gonna text me a whole paragraph when you could have just called me and spoke to me?
And spoke to me 1, 2, 3.
You know what I mean? Especially if you driving and texting, you might get into an accident. You know what I'm saying? So
you got a Bluetooth. And
like, you got Bluetooth. You know what I'm saying?
Dude's using the Bluetooth to text you. Yo, text.
Yeah.
Siri.
So and so and so.
Siri, text this.
Siri, text this and all that. So we so comfortable in our luxuries, in a sense, that we just grasp that and social media has a lot to do with that because it made us comfortable with certain practices that they want us to be comfortable. It dumbs us down also because when was the last time you seen a text and the brother couldn't even spell and he got spell check on his face on his phone? It's crazy.
It's getting crazy when your whole conversation gonna be emojis.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all emojis.
That's just gonna be crazy because now people put emojis for certain things. Now, if you doing it now and we doing it for certain things, and we keep doing it, it's gonna be a whole paragraph of emojis.
Yeah, dumbing it down, kid.
But then you think about it. Is it really now? And that's what's the thing. Is it dumbing it down, or is we getting back to hieroglyphics? Because soon, that's the way it's looking. If we gonna start, putting
I never
symbols,
looked at it like that.
Symbols and stuff.
Okay, all right.
To words. You know what I mean?
So we ain't talking no more. We just gonna use symbols.
So now we use symbols. So you look at the hieroglyphics. It's symbols.
True.
And it's stating and it's saying things.
And reading the history. So you saying,
you know what I mean?
In the future, about 20,000 years or so, they're gonna see us in these social media groups and be like, oh, the emojis. This is what they was talking about.
This is what hieroglyphics was back in the days because look. They saying a whole sentence in hieroglyphics. This is what it is. You know what I mean? And that's what you sit there and you be like, what? Yo, hold on. This is why I'm looking at it because if emojis is what it is now,
right?
And people saying dancing and doing this, and people are investing in emojis. You got guys like Kevin Hart got emojis, LeBron James got emojis. People got, you know what I mean? So if they making emojis and emoji of them doing certain things,
brothers are going platinum off emojis. Think about that. You ain't even got to sell record no more to go platinum. You can go platinum over emojis.
I mean, and this is what I'm like, wow, you know what I mean? And emoji saying this, emoji saying that now.
Yeah.
Just start putting lines to it, and we breaking it down 20 years from now. There's going to be a line in this, and that's going to mean go to the house.
We got to correct that. It's just going to be a house and a G-O. Go house. Like, oh, yo, I got to go home.
It's going to be arrow point this way. Yo, house, arrow, go this way. Come home. Or,
it's a ball and chain. The wife is looking for.
Yeah, ball and chain, you know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? She talking about the ball and chain, and then the next part going to be dog and a dude walking. Say, get home to walk the dog.
Get home to walk the dog. Or take out the garbage.
You know what I mean? Have the garbage and you walking, a dude walking, but the garbage is right there.
Yeah, walking to the garbage,
Obviously, you know what that means.
You got to read
Take out the garbage, you read into that. If you're getting it from certain people.
We get way too comfortable, man. For real. You said something about dumbing us down, and the thing is, if you constantly watching these programs that are about nothing, that means you're doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So if you're watching a program, or if your baby's watching a program for 3 hours about absolutely nothing, that's 3 hours taken away from him studying his homework. Or what about going outside and playing, running around? You know what I'm saying? They say that a lot of our kids are obese now because all they do is eat. Well, if they're not outside and they're in the house and they're on the computers and they're on their phones, they're going to be eating while they're doing this instead of being outside and being active.
They sitting down doing this.
That's right.
They only sitting down doing everything is sitting down. You see, heavy. That Wii game came out, it ain't make it good because it was active, too much moving around.
And they dumbed that down.
You know what I mean?
Took that right out.
Even with the other games that came with the little screens on it that you can probably act them out and do stuff. That stuff ain't make a real leeway.
It went real fast.
But still here. Sit there on the couch, lazy boy status, eat chips.
That's right.
Drink your juice.
That's right.
Just like this. Talking to some dudes online in another country, or your man right up the block and stuff. You're not in the crib when he used to come over to the crib. You're not in the crib no more.
You don't come to the crib no more.
It's right there.
You got to just call. He ain't even calling you because you're plugged in.
You got a Wi-Fi and a connection. He in there. There we go. You know what I mean? So you see that going on. It's like, society is definitely changing. You know what I mean? Is it for the good or for the bad? It's for those, you know what I mean? It's for each his own. Because
you gotta take it with a grain of
salt. You know what I mean? Because it's good with this option because look, everybody can make money. By putting out YouTube channels and stuff and put things out there. That's a pro to one of it. Whereas look, people, we benefiting from them type of things of the social media or the internet, the new wave that's going on. So it's definitely pros to it. That there's a lot of entrepreneurs out here could be able to push their product and do things like that. So this is definitely it's a pro. You know what I mean? But it's like it's certain things that you know, you give and you take. You know what I mean?
It's definitely a vessel for a lot of things. I mean, you can interact with people you never, like I said, you never met before. You can also reintegrate friends that you had that you lost contact with years ago, maybe high school friends and stuff like that. But the thing I wanted to really touch on is like the con aspect when you have where on social media you have brothers that I like to say go out for excitement, you know, try to break people down and disqualify them and bully them and stuff like that, and that's where they catch their wreck because they're not really relevant in the real world per se. So on the internet, they're the big homie. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe they got a lot of things that they know in their brain, but they can't manifest it in the physical form. So they'll be able to do it by typing. You know what I'm saying? And they'll try to get at you like that. You know what I'm saying?
And this day and age,
stuff like that.
This day and age, it's really not even no get at anyway. You know what I mean?
True.
That's the get at.
Yeah.
That's the
action.
That's the action now. And that's what's going on. Because look at everything with music and stuff. Everybody is on this now. It's not about let me see you and talk to you and do that and the third. And then it's like the action is not really there like that because really a lot of stuff going on now is lawsuits now. You can sue a person for certain things now and have dudes in the system or dudes doing, you know, dudes pressing charges on dudes when they come to certain situations and stuff. So that's not a foreign thing now.
No.
You know what I mean? It ain't like back in the days where snitches really got stitches and it really got popping and You know what I'm saying? No, it ain't that way no more.
You just got beat up on the internet by words.
That's what it is now. So it's like now
cyberbullying.
You know that is you on some cyberbullying. You just you on your Donald Trump and shit.
Yeah, you're your Donald Trump.
You on your Donald Trump. You know what I mean? And her wife up there talking about his wife up there talking about she gonna that's gonna be one of her main fights when she get in there cyberbullying. And I'm sitting watching her say that and I'm like,
can't even speak cyberbully.
You know what I mean? Is you talking and then your husband is online and he the first one to talk this way and come at people? So how can we elect you when you got to start at home first?
Yes, sir.
You got to start at home first before you come out to you're going to stop something in the world. How you going to, at home is messed up, but you coming to
left quick,
come
man.
on. But that's what it is, man.
You got the women, the thing. I want to touch on one thing too, man. Like I want to get this off my chest, man. The thing about the women on the internet and stuff and the way that they portray themselves and how they portray themselves, you know what I mean? And, being a father a father of a daughter, you know what I mean? Like it
and that goes to the point of when we talk about what the pros
I have certain issues with that. Yeah, I have certain issues with that because you have women that complain about what's going on the inbox, like we was talking about earlier. And I'm saying to myself, well, if you don't portray yourself as being like that or put those images of yourself out there like that, you won't get that type of energy because you're gonna get what you give. You feel me? And yeah, it's your page. You can do what you want to do with your page, and I understand that. But if you posting videos or you clapping your booty or you dressing, you know, provocatively, and you saying all this craziness, brothers are gonna feed into that. And they're not going to say nothing directly on their page because they got things to hide also. They might have a wife, a girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? So they're going to go in your inbox and then they're going to go in. They're going to try to feel you out to see where you at. And you feel violated by that because you feel you shouldn't have had a brother do that to you. You know what I mean? But you're going to get that. It's like you're going to get stalked in a sense.
And that's, I understand if you got a person putting up vacation pictures when they go away, they on their bikini and they rocking out. But if you continuously doing this like almost every other day and you got your butt up in the air, you doing this, that, and the third. You know, guys gonna definitely holler at you, this, that, and the third. Now, that's what it leads to also. If that's your money, if that's your business, I can't knock the hustle. Get your money, man. If that's what you doing, and I know you getting them shows and you turning
coins,
out,
baby.
You're doing what you need to do. Hey, to each his own, you know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do. But if you just a girl that's just there and you just trying to show your prettiness and stuff, sometimes it ain't all about showing that part of it. You know what I mean? We understand you go away, this time show that. Okay, you on vacation, you at a pool. Accordingly, certain situations is good, but now when you start doing it in the house and you here, you there, and you just showing
like
thighs,
self-exploitation,
you showing sides of your butt.
Look at my butt and all that.
You in the mirror holding your breast and you go. I mean, if a dude
how do I look
and he come at you a certain way, you can't be mad at him. You can't be. You got to sit there and just tell him no and push him off. Now, if he become a stalker on some other stuff, now you can expose him and come at him wrong, foully, and all that because he's out of pocket. Yeah, I understand. It is what it is. You doing what you're doing.
It's definitely a
but
thin line,
if if I see you doing what you're doing and you shoot, they shoot their shot at you, and you peacefully and kindly knock it down and say, you know what, I'm not there. But I'm just doing this because I love my body. This is what it is. You may have to do it 20, 30 times a day. But listen, you put yourself in that position because when you post that, guys gonna like guys like what they like. You know what I mean? So
it's definitely
just do what you got to do. Reply to it as it is. Let dudes know or put it up there and people will know that I'm taking or I'm not interested with nothing that's going on.
You just gotta expect the good with the bad. You know what I mean? Because you're taking a stance that you're comfortable with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Brothers too, and you know what I mean. And you feel good about yourself and you want to show the world what you look like, and that's peace. But the thing is, like, if you're doing that, just remember that you have a pro and a con to that. You have the duality of it. You have the devil versus God, and it's gonna come with that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have brothers gonna say, "Hey, you look beautiful, queen," or you're gonna be like, "Yo, you got a fat ass" and shit like that. So you gotta basically, you know what I mean, be able to deal with that on a mature note because you acting like an adult.
And if you put it out there, you gotta just, like I say, peacefully, just knock them down. You know what I mean? Peacefully put the gun in place. Nah, I'm not here for that. This is what I'm about. I'm good. Boom.
Make sure you establish that front. You know what I mean? Establish that stance that you have. Now, if he goes, like you said, if he goes beyond that, then we got an issue. You know what I'm saying?
Because every man should respect it. Because, you know, every guy has a mother.
Every guy has a mother.
You know, most guys and people have daughters out here. So, you know, if that's what your daughter is doing, but she's doing it respectfully, she's not out there hoeing and doing nothing else, but she like
nothing
her
wrong
body.
with eye candy, man.
You know what I mean? And ain't nothing wrong with that.
No
one's knocking that. But just know that if you're doing that, what comes with that, and then what comes with that, now you got to sit there and say, you know what? If this comes with that, I got to know that I got to knock it down just a few more times a day than I usually would like to, because you know these guys be in your inboxes, be DMing them and all that. So you know how y'all ladies
said
get
it goes down in the DM.
You know how y'all ladies get it, because I know, boy.
It's brothers out there, man, on the reels that's on social media just to get, you know what I'm saying, that power you. How many girls they can knock down? They go into different states, they go into different countries just to meet a female on social media, go on inbox, rock her to sleep, sell her all these dreams about, yo, he making money, he a rapper, he a millionaire, he this, he that. And he go in there, knock you down, rock you to sleep, sell you a dream. You give him your best part.
Because that's your jewel. That's everything.
Give him your best part, and he leave you holding all that he left you with, and he going to do it to the next female. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta be aware of that. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Just have your family, because they will definitely
be careful out there in them streets, baby.
Women, that's one thing. You know what I mean? I teach mines. I got 2 daughters. I teach mines. Listen, you know, you can have your fun and laugh with your friends and this, that, and the third. But automatically know that you don't go further than where you're supposed to go, because that's your prized possession.
That's right.
Once you give that away, it's all the way. It's done. He's finished with you, really.
You can't get that back.
You can't get that back, and he done did what he came to do.
He gave it away.
You know what I mean? So it's like, now when he choose to leave you and stuff, he don't care, because he got what he came to get.
Because he came from one thing.
You know what I'm saying? That's what most guys come to get, if that's what they pressuring you for. Guys, a lot of guys come for the love and the heart and all that, but when you coming up and you young gunner and you young of age and you living life and you trying to sow your oats and all that.
You trying to get them notches in your belt, baby.
You trying to get them notches. So you dating as many women as you can. Now, as you dating them, if they choose to give it up by the G and the fine wine or whatever they spitting, now it's on that female.
It's on that female.
You know what I'm saying? So now
you got the key.
You understand? If that female choose to do that, then it's on her. But now we gotta sit there and be like, you know, that's why I come to a person like me. I gotta teach my daughters. Listen, no, you let them say what they say and enjoy their time and do something, this, that, and the third. But understand that you're not giving yourself away until you meet that right person at that right age.
Yeah, when you feel it's right,
you know
what I'm saying? Because they're individuals. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna live their life. They're gonna make their own mistakes just like we did. So when they feel, and this is the way I feel, if you feel that it's worth giving that like I said, the best part of yourself to any man, woman, or whatever you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we got that going on too. But if you feel that it's worth giving away your best part, like, you don't have nothing else greater than that to give away. You know what I'm saying? Other than your life. And I know you're not going to give your life away to some man. Like, that's retarded. So you have to identify that, and especially in 2016 when you got all these craziness with the diseases and the STDs and all that. So we just gotta just figure out, like,
got to be careful.
You gotta be careful. You gotta know what you're doing. And on social media, you got brothers, like I said, is preying on the dumbing down of the individuals, and it's women also. Don't get it twisted. The women doing it too. You know what I mean? They on social media looking for a dude to knock down
they just sit there and just tell a lot of guys, you know what I mean?
They will
a lot of guys sit there and just go there and say, yo, I got a little bottle and some smoke. Yo, come on down, let's rock out.
But you go there, you meet the brother talking about he got the big Maseratis in his profile pics and he got the money in his profile pics. You go meet the dude and be like, oh, you know what? Yo, I'm having money problems. I'm staying with my mom in the basement right now. But you could come through. I got a bottle of Henny and a bag of Huff. Next thing you know, he knock you down and kick you out the house after he finished with you. And you feel used and abused. And you won't put him on blast on social media. Don't mess with so-and-so because so-and-so is so-and-so and so-and-so.
Nowadays, he be put in the Uber and something.
Yeah, that's politics as usual right there. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But, you know.
That's it. That's definitely it. Word. Because, man, that's why I just got to be careful out here, young ladies, man.
Use discretion.
Take care of your prized possession and just make sure that, you know what I mean, you just don't give it away. It's cool to have fun and enjoy life,
out, baby.
But just be careful out here, especially on this social media with this.
Man,
What's that? The catfish.
The catfish.
The catfish and all that. Be careful with all that, because that definitely goes down on here. You know what I mean?
Man, it's crazy.
Because they change their whole look for you just to appeal to that particular person, and you know.
Yeah.
You mean?
And that goes into the whole situation about being on social media and not speaking in the physical anymore. We don't have physical interaction anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as we used to. You know, how many times have you said to yourself, and you get a text from a brother, and you be like, damn, yo, this dude don't never call me, man. All he want to do is text. Grown ass man.
Don't say no. I mean, that's it. Just say what's up to you through the text and all that. Just show love.
It all intertwines with each other, man.
You know what I mean? We all do that to a fault. You know what I mean? Because of the fact of how social media got us.
Yeah.
It's making us that type of laziness. Whereas, you know what? I can easily just hit you right there and set it off instead of getting on the phone and call you. Because, you know what I mean?
It all coincides with each other. It's all in the same cipher, man.
You feel like you ain't got that much time.
We all get trapped in that vacuum. It's a vacuum. We all get sucked inside of it, yo.
And that's what, you know, we just, you know, just gotta try to just use discretion, just to what we doing and how we using it for, man, because it's wild, man. It's wild. Don't get caught up in that one, but hey.
You know what I mean? You got dudes that.
What could you do if they ramming it down you or they pushing everything that way? What could you really do? You can't do nothing about it.
It's like mental cocaine.
You know what I mean? You can't do nothing about it.
It's like
everything
cocaine,
is being pushed towards social media. Everything is being pushed towards.
Push your brand on social media.
Towards
push yourself on social media. If you go to a job and they get your email address, they might check your social media sites and all that. And the internet, Google you and see what's going on and everything. Listen, man. Everything pops up when they Google you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And sisters, it pops up. So whatever you putting out there for the internet, for the web, the World Wide Web to see, is popping up.
And it's there forever.
You know what I mean? That's why Facebook went into the whole thing about changing your names and not using surnames or nicknames. They want to identify who you are. If you say your name was Joe, Knowledge, Big Up Buildings, and Make Money, they said, nah, we need your real name. So you went from Joe Knowledge making big money to Ricky Schroeder.
Now you gotta put you up.
You gotta put you up there. So now Ricky Schroeder goes to your social security number. Your social security number goes to your address. Your address goes to your ID number or your license, and they just punch you up and look you up. Oh, this is Ricky Schroeder. Okay, he got cases. He was beating up his wife. Oh, his credit score is 430. You know what I'm saying? He ain't paying his back child support. You know what I mean?
And everything is up there.
Everything is up there. That's
crazy.
You gotta be careful.
Wow.
You gotta be careful.
Wow, you understand, man? It's like life. the way they make it is like, wow, man. It's like we just can't do nothing to change it. It's there. It's there.
This is the progression of technology, man. You know, we didn't have this growing up.
I was watching on Fox the other morning. The dude was interviewing a robot.
Wow, look at that.
A robot that had the head chopped in the little back out, so you know what I mean, those robots. But the whole front of it looked straight like a robot. Talking to you, talking to him and interviewing. He asking him questions and the robot answering.
And that's the future.
That's the future.
That's the future. And
so it's like they just tap you, hitting you with a little bit of stuff here and there, so it won't feel so strange when they hit you with it all.
That comes with technology. Like in the movies, Terminator, they talking about how the machines took over the planet and stuff like that. So they already implemented that move into us about the machines being smarter than us and having artificial intelligence. And you just saying that they interviewed a robot. That comes from Terminator.
Listen, Terminator. Remember Demolition Man?
Demolition Man.
Remember Demolition Man? You walking up there,
people,
you know what I mean? Lights and cameras on the street. You cursing. You gotta pay a ticket and all that. Yo, it's getting there, man. They already got the cameras and all that. That's already giving you the tickets.
85% of what you see in Hollywood has some truth to it, baby. You know what I mean? They just give you.
They got it from somewhere, I believe too. Yo, it's crazy, but I think I believe it.
Look how ill it is when you go into sonar technology. If a lot of y'all don't know what sonar technology is what developed today's navigational system. That's how the submarines was able to navigate in the sea. You know what I mean? Now we have navigations in everything.
And look, how long they had that? They had that.
Years, months, and days.
So
years, months, and days.
We think about that. So you think they ain't so far ahead of us, of the stuff that we're doing now, of what we really looking at, what we see now,
is based on what they adapted 20, 30 years ago. So we catching up to what they did years, months, and days ago.
This math is there, and it's shown because it's like you think they gonna let us rock what they got now. That's really new technology. That's really what's going on now, and they not ahead of the scale. Come on, now.
Hell no. They giving us. They give, like, look how much you get an iPhone. You get an iPhone every 2 or 3 years, every year or so. So it's like the technology is so updated that you have to say to yourself, how are they updating all these things so fast? That means because it was already done, but now they giving it to us. You feel what I'm saying? And we're getting consumed by the old. We want all the retro and all the what's called the classics. We get stuck in the classics. So you gonna have people, you gonna go to somebody's house and he gonna have a record player. Like, oh shit, you got a record player?
I got a record player in the studio. I just got it with the strength that I still got records. And I'm just dealing with the records because I'm just been building on them, and I'm like, you know, I still got records, so I still want a record player.
Nostalgic while everybody's moving ahead.
Listen to it a little bit. You know what I mean? I might even bring it out and just let the people see it. We play some tunes and stuff.
Nothing beats that sound of a record, boy. That record sound there's nothing beating that. That stereo record player, there's nothing that could beat. Techniques 1500. Oh my God. You can't beat that, boy.
Word, that old Rakim on that. Woo.
You hear the little static on it. I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it in jam and make sure it's broke. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, man. Like the way we are, man. We get so comfortable with technology, man, the way it grows, and the social media. Social media is something that is so global, man. I remember when the internet first started when I was a kid, and it was like www.everything. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, what is that? Computers was like this big. Now we got laptops, you know what I'm saying? MacBooks. And you got a computer in your hand, which is a phone. They call it a smartphone now. The first phone came out was like that big, yo. Big gray joint with the big antenna on it. And you was the man to have that.
Everybody couldn't get it. Now, they give them away.
Anybody can get a phone, man.
They give them away.
They give you about 20 lines.
When they had the Obama boy, when they had the Obama phone, everybody had a phone. Obama phone, everybody with the phone. Yo, you got the Obama?
You walking down the street, it's like, yo, you got a cell phone? I'll get you a cell phone right now. I'm like, word?
Yeah, Obama, like,
you get 300 free minutes. The Obama phone.
Obama phone.
You know what I mean? Blow up. You ain't got to pay no bill. You just got to wait for your minutes to recycle if you use the one for the month. Obama's a bad man, yo. He said everybody get a cell phone. Damn that. You gotta communicate with everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't logged in, log in, man. Word up.
Man,
that's crazy.
But yo, well, you know what else about the social media? Whereas when you think about where it can lead to, like, do you think like it's something it's also with the people, us being in a household.
Okay.
Dealing with taking away, you know, like, you know, you being in the house with your kids or your relatives.
Take away the bonding and stuff like that.
You know, you just saying, you know what? Put this down. And everybody, come on, let's go play Monopoly. Yeah. Let's go play Trouble or something and sit there as a family and sit there
Think about this.
And do things like that as a family. You know what I mean?
That's family time in the house now is putting all your devices down and bonding with each other. Before it was never like that. Your family time was all the time if you was in the house. Daddy come home, mommy come home, dinner's cooked, you sit at the table, you eat. Even if you don't even sit at the table, you still being with your family. But now, you go into a lot of homes and you sitting on the couch. It could be daddy, mother, and kids, and everybody like this. They like this. Nobody conversating. Everybody like this. Oh, I'm on Facebook. I got mad likes. They Snapchat and they taking profile pics and stuff like that. So
they on some. Or now it be because nowadays like everybody get their food and just disappear. Everybody get their food and disperse certain places.
You know, the whole house. You know, the house is about this big, but everybody's somewhere in a different corner.
Different corner eating and stuff. So it's like, you know what I mean. Sometimes I think it's on us too to even get that bond, to keep that bond amongst your family. You know what I mean? To say, you know what? Okay, cool.
As a father,
we here, but certain times a day that's presented. If it's presented to you or whatever, and you can make it happen. But definitely on your days off or on the weekends and stuff, you definitely make it happen. But during the week, you make it happen that everybody puts stuff down. And as a family come together.
Have a movie
and
night
talk
or something.
And be like, yo, how was your day? What was going on with you?
School?
You know, how was school?
Homework?
You know, how was it? Did you have problems with anything? You know what I mean? Did you need us, you know, to go over something? You know, do you need anything to help you out? What's going on? You know what I mean? And we build as a family for about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever it take of that time, of that day, and then we move on. Then we go on about it because, you know, I feel when you're doing that, you get more of a connection and you stay bonded. Whereas your kids and your family, your friends, or whoever you do it with, you know, your family will be more comfortable coming to you. Your kid will be comfortable coming to you.
You definitely got to build those bonds at home, bro.
Whereas they not just like, oh, I don't know how my dad, when I talk, I mean, it's really just
growing up, man. You
2 or 3 words because we mostly hear texting or I'm sending him this, that. It's not get on the phone and you speak to your son.
You get disconnected. You get disconnected from your family because if everybody's on these devices and stuff like that, it's like, how do I connect to my child? Am I gonna go and inbox my child and my child is in her room or he's in her room or they're on the PlayStation? Well, maybe I can play the games with him to get that bond back. It shouldn't be like that. You should already have that time where, you know, you and your child can bond on anything, on homework or dress or whatever it is.
Sit there with a book with them. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
do things like that. Because you know, to show them that you know, I'm pushing further in other ways too. You know, but
being a father is something that we as society today are losing grasp of. You know, and I feel we have to re-energize that because a lot of us work hard. You know, we come home tired. And we don't have the time to bond with our children. So that's where the social media, again, we transcend to the social media again because that's where they spend most of their time. You know what I mean? So it's like I take being a father very seriously because I had a father growing up, you know what I'm saying? And the bond that I had with my father was different than I have with my kids because everything that I didn't have with my father, I made sure to try to have with my kids, you know what I mean? Make sure I'm open with them. Make sure they can tell me everything. You know what I mean? Because today's kid is different than when we was growing up. Yeah, we did what we did, and it was crazy. But I think today the game is a little bit harder for them. It's a little bit harder for them, in my understanding. You know what I'm saying?
It's not. It's, you know what? I don't know if it's harder for them right now because back in the days it was difficult because of the way society was, with how our parents was raising us, and everybody was grown differently. But when we sit there and we look at the opportunities that was there back then, those opportunities wasn't there. The opportunities that are here now wasn't there back then.
True.
You know, and plus, whereas the funding and the support you're giving your kid, we didn't really have that growing up, you know, per se, you know what I mean, me per se in the household, whereas, you know, your parents were saying, go to school. This is what you need to do. Just go to school, get them grades, I'm going to take care of the rest.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Just go to school, do this right here, and I'm going to take care of the rest. Bring home them good grades. I will get you these sneakers you want. I will get you these clothes you want. I will make sure you looking good. This, that, and the third, because if you bring them good grades, and I know I'm looking out for your future and my future, because if you get these grades and you go up and get them certificates, them degrees, and you become something and maybe get your own business and build from there, that's making me good.
Your progression has been implemented in young,
You know what I'm saying? That's making me look good, and I'm good because it's my child, and I did my job.
That's all I asked of you.
You know, and this is what I left my mark in this world. Okay, cool. Now you can grow from there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when you sit there and you see that, like, we got them opportunities to give our kids that, and to provide for them that way, and that's what I'm taking them at, because I'm looking at it, because you know we look at it like, yo, man, if you know what I mean? Because I mean, I've been in the pen when I was in DFY.
Okay.
You know, my pops, you know, my biological pops, he was a basketball player from East New York. You know what I mean? Running to Tom Hall and all that stuff there. So I knew about him. You know, peace to him. You know what I mean? So he was a basketball player back in them days. Playing boom. But I didn't really know of this until after coming home off my first bid, because during time, you know, it was distance, didn't meet him, you know, like I said, everybody grew up differently, you know what I mean? I'll tell you my story later, you know what I mean? My story's deep, you know, but I've been going up, and I get locked up doing my, you know, going through my missions, doing that double L, that low life, and doing the 1-2. So I'm in DFY, and I wound up balling out. Dudes and my man, you know, dudes them know, you know, but with my boy Bucky, you know me, Buck, you know. You know what I'm saying? He know, you know, we just be up in there, boom, we used to have 3-pointer contests in the game. Oh, let's see who gonna miss the first 3. Come on, we'll bet some cookies or something. Bang, bang.
It's in the blood.
I didn't really know that. I'm just thinking I was nice. Just thinking I'm just a dude, you know, I was just nice.
You just got skills.
Going down, boom.
Even though it was in the DNA.
You know what I mean? Come home, you know, boom. Don't know nothing. I'm kicking it with him about, your pops will start building on people who knew my pops. Your pops was nice and ball. I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay. So I start putting that together, like, wow, look at that. But if I had a better, you know, upbringing, better surrounding, and it was better opportunities like now, maybe I'd have been pushed differently.
It could have been different,
and I could have been doing something else,
you know? Been different,
And also when I got in the penitentiary, in the Green Correctional Facility, they played flag football. Up in there, dudes know. We was in the G1, man, my man Drainer. So, you know what I mean? We, you know, playing linebacker, cornerback, and fullback. You know what I mean? So I was just naturally gifted, but the opportunities wasn't given to us or given to me.
And you got it in a way where it wasn't forced on you, but it was a way where you was at a slower pace where you can focus on it, because being incarcerated, you have to find something as an outlet. Or you're gonna go fucking crazy. You're gonna go crazy. So it's. And
it also leads to the point of where you don't really have no responsibilities. You don't have nothing on you, but get up, go do this little detail, and focus on. You know what? If this is what I do, and leisure, and do that. So that's one of the things you do. You're working out, you're reading, or you're doing your thing. So just imagine if you had guardians like that, your parents was like that, that saying, you know what? I don't care. Just wake up, go to school, come home, and get them good grades. I'm gonna provide the rest for you.
Think about this. How many individuals like yourself, right, was gifted in these sports coming up back then that could have been something real big today? It's crazy, because I like to touch on that, because I remember the story about LeBron James with his mother, and his mother knew from young that he was gifted in basketball, and she did what she had to do to make sure that that boy went to the right schools, to not to exploit his gift, but to give his gift the stage that it needed to be given. You know what I mean? And you seen what happened with him, because where he lived at was not where he went to school. You understand what I'm saying? But she identified that, listen, my son has something,
and he's good at
what he's doing, and he's beyond gifted. And look at him today. Like, he may be the greatest basketball of all times when he retires. Some people will fight that argument that Jordan is, But think about where he came from and think about where Jordan came from. Jordan was born in Brooklyn, but was moved to North Carolina.
Same situation. Put
you
him,
know what I mean?
Get him somewhere where
his mother didn't want him around that.
You get
I don't think mentally at that time, Jordan couldn't identify growing up in Brooklyn. Because back then, Brooklyn was rough. So she said, you know what?
And that opportunity wasn't in Brooklyn?
No, it wasn't.
That opportunity back then
play basketball in.
Come on.
But she knew that he had something in him, and she identified that.
Let's be real.
So now today, you got to say to yourself, we got teenagers having babies. Like before, we was teenagers having babies. There was teenagers having babies. But today, I think the gap of that is the understanding of what a father is. You know, because you have men trapping women, you got women trapping men. You know, and you got men that'll have sex with a female, and this is coming from, like, I might be biased to it because I got a daughter that's 17, but it's like, how you going to say you going to put a baby in a lady and then say, yo, I ain't gonna be the father, yo, that's ill. That's one of the illest decisions you can make, because mentally something has to be wrong with you, yo. Because the universe is not gonna give you nothing back for that. Yeah. Because you gave the universe what you were supposed to give. You was born to bring forth life. That's the way it works. So now when you give forth that life, and you ain't doing right by it, and then you get mad when she take you for child support, throw your name in the dirt and all that, then you can't be mad, yo, because you ain't doing what you're supposed to do.
Nah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Listen, that's one thing that, you know,
and it messes up the woman's psyche, man. Guys
gotta be more focused and aware of, like, you know, even ain't on the women, you know, it's on you also when you get involved with these women. Don't fall to the fact of, okay, she not telling me to put on nothing, so I'm not gonna strap up. I'm not gonna put on nothing. It's on us as men also, because you should care about yourself too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You making a great decision,
you know, care about your, you know, what you doing out there and what you bringing forth, because you don't want to sit out there with the wrong woman. Because how many guys sit there and say to themselves, yo, oh man, I'm mad I have a baby with you. I'm mad. I
shouldn't have did that, yo. I slipped up, yo. That girl crazy, man.
But when she was letting it go down, it was all good.
It was all good just a week ago.
You know what I mean? But now,
This one's for you.